Past, Rockstar Pro Wrestling's official podcast. It's the ultimate opportunity to look behind the scenes at a Rockstar and hear from the wrestlers themselves. Here are your hosts, Chris Poland and Griffin Gunn.
Daniel Blevins is a liar. Well, only half, right?
Only part liar.
Right. I'm Chris Poland. Welcome to another episode of Backstage Past, Rockstar Pro Wrestling's official podcast. And the man next to me is the man who makes Daniel Blevins a liar. No, it's not Griffin Gunn. It's Mark Turner.
I'm glad to be here. And what is this, episode 20?
Episode 20.
Wow, milestone here.
Hopefully, the Rockstar Nation will be able to hear this and not me angrily apologizing in a cuss word-filled rant.
Oh, absolutely. You know, I was going to get on you about that,
Yeah.
but since you brought it up, I'll let it slide a little bit. You sounded quite suicidal. I want to talk you off the edge a little bit. It'll be okay.
It was not my highest point in life, to be sure.
We had a pretty good discussion, though.
Yeah. I mean, you missed a lot of great stuff last episode. But hey, you got a great interview with Gigi, I thought.
Absolutely.
So, hey, we get what we can on this free podcast. So now that I'm not just sitting next to a ring announcer, but a grizzled veteran
I don't know about that.
of the ring, well, 2 matches under your belt. That's 2 more than I have. Well, you can count a Rumble appearance as a match, right?
I do every day.
All right, good. So I thought that you need a ring name befitting your in-ring prowess. Right?
My in-ring prowess. I like that.
You like that?
I like that.
So I'm going to go through a quick list of potential nicknames for you.
Oh, no. I don't know if I like this or not.
Well, you can tell me when we're through with it.
Okay.
All right. So we've all heard of the hammer and the anvil. How about Mark the Lathe Turner?
I like it.
You like that?
The lathe.
How about in a tribute to Ray Traylor, average size employee man?
I think that's very fitting.
Yeah.
That might be too fitting.
You're not a huge guy.
No.
And, we know who's in charge at this company, so you're not the boss. But you are a man. So, 1 out of 3 ain't bad.
Not at all.
In another kind of homage to DDP, we have Cubic Zirconia, Mark Turner.
Wow. Wasn't expecting that one.
That's one. And then we have Welcome to Amped is Turner.
That's got to be said at the beginning of each show, right? That'll be Daniel Blevins' new intro for this podcast.
Come on, baby!
I like it.
So, this one, it's not the best, but hey, I'm going to read it anyway. The devil's second favorite demon.
Second favorite. I like that. Right below Kane. I'm not quite there yet.
You could be Maine or Tane.
Tame.
It's tame! Right?
That's gotta be tame!
So, a little, I guess, ECW tribute, right, to sign guy, shirt and tie guy.
Oh,
Mark
yes.
And
very fitting.
I know it's a, audio podcast, but he's really wearing a shirt and tie right now.
I gotta get dressed up for the occasion.
No
You just never
pants,
know.
oddly enough.
I'm stealing Tom McClane's gimmick.
Speaking of that, how about sexual vanilla?
Oh, wow. Well, the vanilla part's accurate. I know that.
Let's not go there.
Good call.
How about, the good-natured boy, Mark Turner?
I really like that one. That one's very fitting, I would say.
I think it's pretty good. There's always the Mark Turner, if you want to get into, titles. Or lack thereof.
Hey, a tribute to Brian Kendrick. I like
Yeah, that was the idea. I don't know if it would have gotten through without you laying it out like that.
You know it's a good reference when I have to spell it out.
Right,
that's
right.
when it's a good one.
And then, last but not least, this is my favorite. And I think I actually made mention to it at the end of last episode. So you longtime listeners know what's coming. But we have the Beast from the East, 3rd Street. Tam Tam Turner.
Tam Tam Turner. Oh, I love that. That's a good one right there. The Beast from East 3rd Street.
Yeah.
Got to represent Rockstar, baby.
Yeah, there you go. So when you see Mark in the streets, you can yell that at him. And
I do have the most powerful headlock. I mean, you saw the impact it made, right?
you squoze.
I squoze.
You squeezed?
I like squoze. That's a good past
well,
tense. Goose geese situation.
I tell you who to squeeze, and they get squozen.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So, your in-ring performances aside, there's been lots of great stuff going on in Rockstar of late.
Oh, without a doubt. Lots going on here. I mean, how about the title picture coming up here at Saved by the Bell? Ron Mathis, he beat Aaron Williams back at We Are Rockstar, and now he gets a title shot. And he goes one-on-one against DJ Hyde, and we know the history between these two.
That we do. It's the new American dream, right? Getting in a death match with your boss.
Yeah, without a doubt. And we saw in that death match, that Panes of Glass match back in May for CZW.
Yep.
Right here at the Rockstar Pro Arena. I mean,
that's right.
Mathis put everything on the line. I'm surprised he even walked out alive, to be honest.
It's true.
I mean, he got cut up to pieces. And that just shows how much he hates DJ Hyde. I mean, can you imagine when the Rockstar Pro Championship is on the line, the level of dedication and how much he's willing to put his body on the line for that?
I can't wait. DJ Hyde has very few fans, I think, in Dayton, Ohio.
Yeah.
So I feel like the Rockstar Nation's really going to get behind Mathis and hopefully give him that extra push he needs to walk away the new champ.
Yeah, I'd love to see Mathis as champion. And really, at this point, I just want to see anybody with the title that's going to be here every week on the show.
Right.
That'd be nice.
Hell yeah.
Everybody loves Ron. We'd love to see him with the title. And like I said, we just want to see somebody with the title each and every week here in Rockstar Pro defend it like a true champion should.
That's true. That's true. We love our fighting champions, do we not?
Absolutely.
So, of course, we're talking about Saved by the Bell, the Rockstar Years, which is going to be Friday, September 5th. Here at 1106 East 3rd Street. That's your Rockstar Pro Arena. As always, doors will open at 7. Bell will be at 7:30. And I believe that's $10 at the door.
You nailed it. You got it all right.
Hey, I did it. Some other matches that we're looking forward to on that card have to be Tommy Dreamer versus Blackjaw's Jerome Phillips, right?
Yeah, that's going to be a big one right there. I mean, Blackjaw's, this guy, he might be the most violent man in all of Rockstar Pro. So how fitting is it to go up against the innovator of violence himself, Tommy Dreamer, come Saved by the Bell?
If you had to describe that match in one word, what would it be?
I think violence is a good word.
I kind of led you into that one, right? Or you led me into that question. I don't know.
I led you into leading me into it.
Something happened. But yeah, I think that's going to be a pretty incredible battle between, two guys who hit hard and really pull no punches, right?
Yeah, not only can they dish out punishment, but they can take all sorts of punishment.
Oh, yeah, hopefully there'll be a time limit on that match, because if not, we may be here into the wee hours of the night.
Very well could be. And what a huge opportunity that match is for Blackjaw's Jerome Phillips. I mean, if he can beat the likes of Tommy Dreamer, that could catapult his career into the next level.
Right. There's a big difference between throwing around Duke Beefhammer and taking down the innovator of violence himself.
No offense, Beefy. We love you, but it's true.
Yeah. In addition to that match, of course, we're going to see a Lucha Core Championship match. Matt Taylor will defend his title against a yet-to-be-named opponent. I've got to break the fourth wall, right? And let everybody know that we're recording before this week's Amped. So we don't know who that opponent's going to be.
No, we don't know. It's probably not going to be Dave Kris, though, since Matt Taylor says Dave has to start at the bottom and work his way up. I mean...
That seems to be a theme with the Krists.
It absolutely is. I mean, C-Dub's forcing Jake at the bottom, Taylor's forcing Dave at the bottom. I don't know, it doesn't seem fair, but Taylor, you got to give him some credit. I mean, he's defended the championship the past several weeks on Amped. I mean, they might not be against the likes of Dave Kris, but he fought Nate Wings and he fought Pompano Joe, and he defended it successfully against both of them.
That is true. It didn't take an army of cronies to beat them like it did Dave Kris.
No, that's true.
So, that's the thing about that Lucha Core Championship. That division, once things are outside the ring, you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, and Matt Taylor, he's tailor-made.
Oh!
Pun is intended, I have to admit, for the Lucha Core division. I mean, he has that style inside the ring and outside the ring, plus you factor in the rest of the fight, and he's a perfect fit for that division.
He really is, and that's what I think is one of the particularly strong points of Rockstar Pro Wrestling is, you have your big man matches, your Tommy Dreamer versus Black Jaws. You have your Luchacore division that's just really exciting and unpredictable. And you have some of the best women's wrestlers in all of independent wrestling, I would argue.
Oh, without a doubt. And like you said, it's like you get a slice of everything at Rockstar Pro. I mean, there's something for everybody when you come here to Rockstar Pro. And like you said, the women's division here, it's been on fire lately.
It really has. We're regularly spoiled by seeing OI4K's Nevaeh around here.
Yeah.
We see Samantha Heights perform to the height of her ability.
Ooh, you may have one-upped me there.
I try. And of late, we've been, I think, privileged and honored to see some amazing Crazy Mary Dobson matches.
Yeah, she's been here quite frequently lately, and she's been putting on tremendous matches. I mean, we talked about it before, but that match she had with Lufisto months back at this point was incredible.
It really was. In fact, there was so much buzz about it online that Rockstar decided to put up that match on DIYWrestling.com. Just $2 gets you access to one of the best women's wrestling matches I've ever seen.
Yeah, and it might be my favorite match in all of Rockstar Pro this whole year so far, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's a contender for sure. And just recently, Rockstar's also published another video, Crazy Mary Dobson versus Powerhouse Princess Lila.
Yeah, that was a great match as well, too. And that was another newcomer, a very good wrestler as well, and Lila that made her debut at We Are Rockstar.
That's right. Awesome matches, and I think we can only expect more of all the female wrestlers here at Rockstar. And, that's what I think makes this company something special, right? It's not a divas division.
No, not at all.
It's a women's wrestling division.
Yeah, and on top of that, they aren't just classified as women's wrestlers. I mean, we've seen Lufisto face off against men and successfully, and we've seen Crazy Mary do the exact same thing. Nevaeh in the past. I mean, they're not just women's wrestlers, they're great wrestlers, period.
It's true. Let me test your knowledge here. Is that a mixed gender match or an intergender match?
I believe it's an intergender match.
Okay. You're going to get that sort of great wrestling when you come here. In addition, we've seen some new faces. Well, one of them has been a face covered by a mask. But we've seen some individuals showing up here in Rockstar who some people never thought we'd see here.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Dustin Reyes in recent weeks and months here make his debut. We weren't even sure if it was Dustin Reyes at first.
It's true, yeah.
We've just seen the lights go out in the building, come back on, and Aaron Williams has been distraught, and we found out that it was Dustin Reyes, a man that many thought would never show up in Rockstar Pro. He's worked for other companies around the area very successfully. He's a former heavyweight champion.
That's right.
At a place around here. And he's ready to make an impact here in Rockstar Pro, and what an impact he's made so far in the short period of time.
Indeed. I feel like he's, pushed Aaron perhaps out of his gourd, or at least maybe near that point. To the point where I feel like the Rockstar Nation has come to sympathize for Aaron a little bit.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. The way we've seen Aaron Williams develop these past couple months has been very interesting. I mean, Aaron, the past few weeks and months leading up to We Are Rockstar, he had kind of been on a bit of a losing streak, at least for his standards, in a bit of a losing way. I mean, he lost the championship, and then he had a #1 contenders match with Ron Mathis at We Are Rockstar.
That's right.
Ron Mathis got the victory, but then after that match, the crowd gave Aaron Williams a standing ovation.
It's true.
I mean, every single person in the crowd stood up and cheered for Aaron Williams. And this was a man that was probably the most hated man when he held that championship. Yeah. But I think the Rockstar Nation realized that Aaron Williams, he puts it out on the line every day, and he puts up great matches each and every week, and they just wanted to show their appreciation for him.
It's true. You put Ron Mathis and Aaron Williams in the ring together, that's a recipe for an excellent match.
You're going to get a classic, no doubt about it.
It's true. Additionally, we have to put Pompano Joe on warning because he's not the only Joe in town anymore. Well, I guess he wasn't because we have referee Joe as well. But
of course, Rockstar Joe himself.
Yeah, Joe Gacy has made some appearances here in Rockstar Pro.
Yeah, he showed up at We Are Rockstar. He's held that CZW Wire Television Championship, and how great is it to see that championship back here in Rockstar Pro?
Absolutely.
Great matchup it was. He teamed up with Ganger in that matchup. It was great seeing him here. Anytime you get Combat Zone wrestling talent here in Rockstar Pro, it's a good thing.
It's true. I'm happy to see any name on that roster show up here at Rockstar, except for maybe DJ Hyde.
Well said.
You know, that's not true. I want DJ Hyde to show up because I want to see Mathis kick his ass.
Well, yeah, that's true. Really, I'd just like to see him more often here if he's going to be holding the championship.
Yeah, very good point. Well, we should probably get to it, should we not?
Let's do it.
Let's shine the spotlight on one of your favorite Rockstar Pro wrestlers.
It's time for the Rockstar Wrestler Spotlight.
All right, here we are with your Backstage Pass Spotlight, shining exclusively on Mr. Jon Murray, the Titwolf himself.
That is me. The spotlight is hot because I'm sweating already.
Well, hey, you know, if you can't stand the heat.
Well, you know, punch Bruce in the face. You're right.
I think that's the saying.
That's the saying. People in glass houses punch Bruce in the face.
I've heard that.
You know, a penny saved is a punch in the face for Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't think of any others right now, but basically what I'm saying is, yeah, just punch Bruce in the face when you see him. I know he's coming later, right?
Maybe.
Well,
if he keeps his word, if he shows up, you know.
Oh, let's see. He's a hard guy to trust.
Well, let's talk about that a little bit. You know, you and Bruce have a long history together, at least as far as the lifespan of Rockstar Pro Wrestling is concerned.
Yeah. We've been tagging here. Well, we were tagging here. I got to get used to saying that. For like a year, but actually, I knew me and Bruce knew each other long before even Rockstar. We kind of have a similar upbringing. He was a referee in the business for like 10 years.
Yeah.
And I hung around the business for 10 years, taking odd jobs. Commentary, Mark Turner.
Yep.
Mark Turner's here.
Yes, I am.
You can jump in anytime you want, Mark. But yeah, you know, so me and Bruce were actually, you know, we'd see each other on shows before we even decided to become wrestlers. And when you know it, I came here to Rockstar, and just like every other show, here comes Bruce. And, you know, hey, how are you? And then, yeah. We became you know, I didn't even want to tag with him at first.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember, Mark, you might remember, Bruce was kind of a jerk when he first showed up, wasn't he?
He was a little bit.
Yeah, he had an attitude. You know, he wasn't a well-liked guy. And then him and G-Force, I think that's his name. Do you remember that guy?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
How could we forget G-Force?
Well, he's very forgettable. I'd always forget about him.
Where do you think he is right now?
Probably back on his home planet. That's... Last I heard, yeah, he had to go back to his home planet. They needed him.
Because science, as I understand.
Something like that. They were having like some kind of water crisis or something. He had to go back and help out. But yeah, no. Yeah, Bruce just started following me around here at Rockstar, and I never wanted anything to do with him or G-Force. And then just next thing I know, we were the Smart Bombs.
Well, technically, you put the deluxe in Smart Bombs Deluxe,
yes,
right?
I was the deluxe part. Yeah, it's the little extra something. You know?
Yeah, I'd say a lot of extra something. I mean,
are you calling me fat?
No, what I'm saying is...
It sounded like you were calling me fat.
What I'm saying is, when that team became a 3-member team, that's when Smart Bombs Deluxe really took off. I think you brought a lot of talent to that stable, let's say.
You know, yeah, I mean, you know, yeah, I'm a out there personality, so you know, people put their eyes on us, and you know, I can't even think of a time with the Smart Bombs where G-Force was even there. I don't know. Do we have any matches together?
I think you had a few, yeah.
Yeah, mate. Smart Bombs to me is myself, Brucey Jack, and Jeremy Jam.
Yeah. Who we also haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, Jeremy. You know, after that street fight we had here, you know, it took a lot out of all of us. But you know, Jeremy's been wrestling a lot longer than any of us, and you know, we're all getting older, you know. Jeremy's got his little family going, and you know, he's got more important things. I don't blame him, you know. Still miss him every day.
Well, hopefully we see him again, but back to you and Bruce. I mean, what made you guys so fun to watch as a tag team? I mean, it looked like you guys had more fun than anybody here at Rockstar Pro. You had so much fun coming to the ring. The crowd loved it. It looked like you guys not only were on the same page as a tag team, but you were best friends in all of life.
Yeah, that's, like you said, we looked like we were having fun because we were having fun, Mark Turner, you know. Like I said, we knew each other for a long time. We had a lot of similar ideas, kind of similar personalities, I guess. Well, at least I thought. And, I had a lot of fun tagging with him, and really still can't believe sometimes that things happen the way they do.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing to lose your tag team partner. It's another thing to lose one of your closest friends.
Yeah, that's really the shittiest part about it is, like, you know, Bruce was my tag partner, and I'm not saying just not in the ring, I'm saying in the back too, you know what I mean? And anything he was dealing with, I was dealing with too. Everything I was dealing with, he was dealing with, and we were working it out together. But now it's, you know, I'm all alone back there. I don't have that confidant back there to help me out, you know. Something goes wrong, it's all me. I don't have any other kind of voice of reason to help me through it, you know.
Well, you may feel alone backstage in the locker room, but when you step into that ring, the whole Rockstar Nation's behind you. You have to feel that, right?
Absolutely. I feel it every time I'm out there, especially with everything that's happened with Bruce. You know, they're behind me, and I'm really grateful for it. And it's really what's keeping me going.
Yeah, I mean, after Bruce basically stabbed you in the back.
Stabbed me in the balls.
Yeah, I guess that's more accurate.
Yeah, with his foot.
Yeah. I shudder to think
what
that must have felt like.
It didn't feel good.
Well, after that event, you came out to the Rockstar Nation and really, you know, slit your wrists and said, "Look, I bleed too. You know, this is my pain." And called Bruce out, and you know what? He didn't show up. He just ran to the back.
Yeah, that's I've been trying to talk to Bruce. I mean, even that's my last resort is talk to him out in the ring. I mean, you know, I've texted him, I'll Facebook him, I'll call him, you know, but I'll look for him here at the shows, but I can't ever seem to find him. And you know, just it was 2 weeks ago, I had to ruin one of his matches after I come out, and I said, "Bruce, brother, talk to me. Let's see how this we can work this out." And well, he punched me in the face again. So I guess it's definitely a done deal. Now I gotta punch Bruce back. You know.
Do you have any inkling as to why he would do this?
You know, I still really haven't got that out of him either. Yeah, like I said, I've been trying to call him and everything like that, trying to get all of him. See, I mean, I don't understand it either. Like Mark Turner was saying, we had so much fun out there.
Yeah.
You could see it. We meshed well together. Like, I didn't, you know, a lot of tag teams, you know, of course you're talking to each other, but I could just look at Bruce, and he'd look at me, and I knew exactly what he was doing. I knew, you know, we knew exactly what we were thinking. We didn't have to say anything. We could just do it. Mm-hmm. And, you know, now it's just, and I don't understand why. If he wants to go on his own, that's fine, but he didn't have to kick me in the balls. He didn't have to do it in front of all them people. He could have told me in the back, face to face. He didn't have to humiliate me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's really difficult, I think, for all of us to wrap our heads around. Obviously, we can't feel your pain of being, you know, kicked in the balls or punched in the balls or stabbed in the balls.
Yeah.
But we can feel the pain. You know, everyone knows what it's like to have someone turn on them, right? To be betrayed. And I think potentially the Rockstar Nation felt Bruce's betrayal just as much as you did. As you said, he was a bit of a dick when he got here.
Yeah, he was. Guess I just couldn't get that out of him. Couldn't get the dick out of him, huh?
Oh, jeez. Hey.
But back to the words you said last week on Amped. I mean, you really let it all out, and you put all your feelings out there about Bruce, and you kind of said that Bruce may have acted that way because, do you think he blamed you for the losses recently in Smart Bombs Deluxe?
Well,
Is that what it was? You talked about how you've had some unfortunate things happen in your life recently.
I really, yeah, that's probably playing a factor. We weren't doing too well as a tag team, I guess. Us being a tag team for so long, we've had our ups and downs. Mostly downs. You know, they would put us out there with whatever buff tag team out there, and we would get our asses kicked. But that's what makes us worse, because you know that stuff would happen back there. You know, in the ring, we would take a beating, but it made us better friends. I thought in the back, because we could relate to each other. And in the past, you know, weeks leading up to last month's pay-per-view, we were Rockstar, where Bruce did kick me in the balls. we had a rough couple months leading up to that. We were out. I say we were losing, but I mean I was the one that would be taking these pinfalls, and I don't know if that's what made Bruce do what he did, but I think that had something to do with it. But the thing is, we won, man.
Yeah.
We won at the pay-per-view. We beat 2 other teams,
Yeah.
and I was so happy. And then
And isn't that just kind of the nature of wrestling? You have your peaks and valleys, your streaks. He was there with you for the highs. He was there with you for the lows, and then this one victory, and all of a sudden,
yeah. See, that's the thing with wrestling. Like you said, you got your ups and downs, you got your highs, your lows, and like I said, me and Bruce both were in this business a long time before we stepped in the ring. But I've actually been in ring longer than Bruce, and I've had some pretty violent feuds and everything like that. And I don't think Bruce has had that yet. But now he's got one, and it's with me, and I'm not going to stop until I get that comeuppance, until I get that match with Bruce, because I don't have anything left to prove to these people. Like you said, these people, they love Jon Murray. These people are behind me. All right.
Yeah, we've seen you do amazing things in the ring.
I've got the people. The people are with me. But Bruce doesn't think the same way that those people do. So I don't want a match just to get back at Bruce for kicking me in the balls. I don't want a match with Bruce just to get back for him punching me in the face. I don't want a match with Bruce to get back for him turning on me. I want a match with Bruce because I want him to know a little something about Jon Murray. I want him to know what he gave up. I want him to know what he's missing now. And I want him to know, when we walk away from that match, really who's better.
So what can we expect from you? I mean, I know you don't want to give up all your secrets, but a game plan going into a match like this, there has to be, if you indeed get it, there has to be so much going around in your head. Are you planning to try to prove to Bruce that you're the better wrestler by out-wrestling him? Do you just want to beat him down? What's it going to take to give you that ultimate satisfaction?
Yeah, so it's a little bit of both of that. I want to say that, when I'm looking across the ring and I'm seeing Bruce in there in the bell rings, I want to say that I want to out-wrestle him and prove to him that, I'm the better man. But I don't think it might go like that. I think when the bell rings, I'm just going to lose it. I'm gonna get that aggression out first off, and then I'm gonna let Bruce know what Jon Murray is all about, because this is the way he wants it, man. So it's the way I got to give it to him. You know what I mean? He hasn't been pulling his punches with me. I'm not gonna pull mine with him. So there it is.
Yeah. Well, we definitely appreciate your honesty and your openness with both the Rockstar Nation and with us on this show. We'd like to wrap up with a little segment that we've been doing in the last few months where we try to get into your head with a little word association.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
So I'll and Mark can jump in on this too. We'll say the names of some different wrestlers.
Okay.
And we want to know, your kind of gut reaction to those names.
All right. Let's do this.
Okay. Mark, do you want to start us off?
Yeah, let's go. What do you think of Ron Mathis?
At first reaction, I want to say he's a dick. But, truth is, I like Ron Mathis. He's a great wrestler. He's really proven a lot to these people. And he's actually one of my best feuds I've ever had in a wrestling ring. He's made me a better wrestler. So I got nothing but nice things to say about Ron Mathis.
So the kind of dick you can really grow to love.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. How about Matt Taylor?
Matt Taylor, also a dick. No, I don't like Matt Taylor. I've had problems with the fight. So first thing I think of when you say Matt Taylor is him kicking me in the head, actually. Yeah. A kick right to the head.
Speaking of guys who can jump up and kick you in the head, what about Nate Wings?
Nate Wings, high flying all day, great athlete.
How about the boss, C.W. Scott?
Am I allowed to say what I think of him? He
Absolutely,
is the boss, right? I think he's a wonderful boss, and I thank him for giving me an opportunity here. That's almost it. I don't want to get too mean on the boss.
Sure.
I understand.
How about G-Force?
G-Force, spaceship. That's the first thing I think of when I hear the name G-Force.
Was that the last thing you saw of him?
Yeah, him taking off. Last thing I saw was Jeremy Madrox. Jeremy was kind of just like throwing shit at the spaceship as it was taking off. Just get out of here, shaking his fist. Yeah.
Consarn it, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So spaceship is G-Force.
Okay.
Well, here's a controversial one. You get one on each side. How about Dave Christ?
Dave Christ, tattoos. That's what I think when I think Dave Christ. I got nothing but love for Dave. Dave's one of my oldest friends in the book, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We grew up together, went to the same high school together, trained together. Nothing but love.
How about Mason Price?
Mason Price, up and coming.
Yeah.
That's what I think when I think of Mason Price. Tell you what, I've been in the ring with a lot of guys. Mason Price, man, every time I've been in the ring with him, he's really blown me away and really impressed me. So look out for Mason Price, Rockstar.
And here's a guy that reminds me of you a little bit. What about Duke Beefhammer?
Duke Beefhammer. When you say Duke Beefhammer, I think of middle school.
Yeah.
Not my middle school experiences. That sweet ass movie he's got.
Sure, yeah.
Middle school, actually.
I've always said the second rope is the deadliest rope.
It really is. It really is. And every time I see Beefhammer do the middle school move, I get upset that I didn't think of that first.
Yeah.
I honestly am upset I did not think of that first.
That does seem like, nobody likes a thief, but
right,
it does seem like a great move for you.
Good for you, Beefy. You're doing good, buddy. Keep up the good work.
All right, here's one you may not expect. Jon Murray.
Jon Murray. Oof. Cookies is what I think when I hear the word Jon Murray. Because I had a lot of cookies today before I came here.
What's your favorite kind of cookie?
The peanut butter cup ones.
Yeah.
Chocolate chip, little peanut butter cups in there, explode in your mouth.
See, that's, you know what? I used to think of you and Bruce as chocolate and peanut butter, but not so much anymore.
No, not any much anymore. Now we're bitter enemies.
Well, let's end it with one last name. What do you think about Bruce Gray?
That's a mouthful right there. What do I think about Bruce Gray? I think of that kick in the balls when I think of Bruce Gray. That's my groin hurts, Bruce Gray. My loins are on fire, and I'm not going to be satisfied until I see you in the ring, pal.
Well, Jon Murray, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. We really appreciate your candor, and we know this has to be a tough time for you, but
a little bit.
Know that the Rockstar Nation is behind you every step of the way.
And I appreciate it. I'll be here every Wednesday busting my ass for him.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, and unfortunately for me, I'm sitting here talking to you people, and this is a Michael's moment. Well, in this Michael's moment, I've got little fights here and there, a little disgruntled with some people. Well, let's not say some people, let's say a lot of people. Just general disarray, general disappointment on a lot of people. Nothing too positive except myself. If I could just be personal for a minute, I kind of am having a little problem with this crowd here of Rockstar Pro. This crowd here, I don't know what else to do for them. I go against some of the best hardcore people in this industry. I bleed for this audience. I sweat for this audience. I hurt for this audience. And still, they give me no respect. It's getting on my nerves. It's this whole thing of disrespect, this thing of them chanting and booing me. My mentalness is breaking down on this, and I just don't know quite much more. If I care anymore for anything, if I just care if they boo or scream, it's just all of it's getting on my nerves and this sense of disrespect which this crowd's giving me. Well, I'll tell you one thing, crowd. I'm going to show you a thing of respect. I'm going to beat on Ganger and use Ganger as this crowd, and I'm going to abuse him. I'm going to make him bleed. I'm going to pound his face in, just like I would like to do to this crowd for the much of disrespect they show me on a consistent basis. And this simply goes out to you, the Rockstar Nation. How dare you boo a man simply known as Michael, a man who bleeds, sweats, screams, gives you your money's worth, and everything else. How dare you? And simply put, you don't deserve any more of my time.
And that was another Michael's moment.
It's always great when Michael's moment is on here. I don't know if the crowd at home can hear, but that's sarcasm.
I feel like it's always great when Michael's moment comes to an end.
Yeah, that's a good moment.
That's the best part of the show, right?
That's the positive thinking. The glass is half full with this guy.
That's right. Hey, I try. So we want to thank you for listening to another episode. There should have been another segment post Michael's moment.
Yeah, that's right.
We scheduled it. We arranged for it. We were going to have a bit of a point-counterpoint, right? You heard from Jon Murray. Bruce Gray was scheduled to join us, but we haven't seen hide nor hair of him.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lick of him anywhere. I guess it's what Jon Murray said. I mean, nowadays, it's a whole new Bruce Gray. I mean, this guy used to announce with me up on the commentation station, and I thought we got a bit of a rapport, so when I asked him to be on here, I thought he would show up, but...
Yeah.
I guess, like Murray said, he just has a whole new attitude, and he's just, I guess he's not trustworthy anymore.
Yeah, I'm not one to call people names, but I can criticize behavior. That's a bit dickish.
Well, maybe he just doesn't want to speak about where he's at this moment. Like we've seen, he's been avoiding Jon Murray. Maybe he just doesn't want to talk about the situation.
It's true, it could be. And to be perfectly honest, I just wanted to set the record for the amount of times dick was said on an episode of this podcast.
You're just a dick anyway.
Oh, yeah, thanks. So there's a lot coming up soon here at Rockstar, right? Obviously, we want you here every Wednesday for Amped. Still the best value in wrestling at $6 a night.
Absolutely.
But mostly, we want to see you at Saved by the Bell, the Rockstar Years. Friday, September 5th at 7:30, doors open at 7, right here at 1106 East 3rd Street.
Only $10.
That's right. It's the second best deal in wrestling after the Amps. So we hope to see you September 5th. That's Friday night. Come on out for that. Tommy Dreamer versus Black Jaws. There's going to be a LuchaCore Championship match. And,
of course, DJ Hyde defends the Rockstar Pro Championship against Ron Mathis.
That is going to be a barn burner. That match is worth $10 itself.
Yeah, I mean, what we've said before, you can't add any more to it. It's going to be great.
It is. And you know what? They'll probably add more to it. I imagine there'll be quite a few more matches. You'll just have to tune in to Amped and check out the Rockstar website to find out more. Additionally, as you may or may not know, we have great music here at Rockstar Pro Arena. Mark, who's going to be here on the 13th?
We have the Carousel Kings with Vice on Victory and Second Story Anthem. That's, as you said, September the 13th, 6:30. Tickets are $8 in advance, or you can get them the day of the show. Only $10 at the door.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes $10, that extra $2, that's the price we pay for spontaneity. And you know what? Sometimes it's worth it.
Hey, it's worth it.
I think that's an example where it would be. The following night, that's 2 great nights of music back to back. You're going to have the Coffin Cats, Rockstar Nation favorites, right? If you're into that psychobilly, you better be here for that show. With Red Hot Rebellion, The Loveless, and Sewer Caps. That's September 14th for only $8.
And then there's another concert. If I'm reading this correct, it says, yikes. How many eyes is that?
4 eyes?
4 eyes and yikes.
And neither of us are wearing glasses.
No, not at all. And that's on Saturday, October the 25th. That's down the line, but that's a big one.
It is a big one. It has me all sorts of confused because I don't know what the kids are into these days. But I'm thinking it's yikes squared.
Oh, I didn't even see the squared part. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Maybe. I don't know. But here are some of the awesome acts that you will see. Justin Martin, Tony DeSaro, Foy Oi Oi, and What the Bleep.
Wow. I thought that Oi was OI and OI4K. I wasn't sure.
Oh, it could be. Aaron Austin, David Michael, Todd Allen, a.k.a. Cyberspeed.
Wow.
Quick Six. Is that Obi-Wan?
Obi-Wan. Okay, I might have to show up.
That's pretty sweet. And Shell.
I like some of these names.
And yeah, the genres are great too. We have, techno, reggae bass, tech house, deep house, UK breaks, 3-dimensional. No, that's not right. That's a record label or something. You got some dubstep, garage house, trap. Trap is a genre that's new to me.
Well, I guess it just goes to say that even the music here is just like the wrestling. There's a little bit of something for everybody.
It's true. It's true. There aren't many venues that I can think of that would have 3 totally different shows like that. 2 are back-to-back. The other's in a couple months, but nevertheless.
Plan ahead.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even know how much Yikes is. I'm sure it is very affordable. But it is here at Rockstar, again, on October 25th. It's going to get spooky, Halloween time. Why not listen to some crazy electronic music? So just as we head out, we want to thank our sponsors, Truth and Triumph Tattoo, the OMG Touch, some awesome massages you can get there, and Choices for youth in foster care. Great organizations. You should check them all out.
Yeah, without a doubt. Well, Kris, we've made it 20 episodes now.
I know, that's crazy, isn't it? That's 20 months of Backstage Pass.
Did you ever think it would last this long, Kris? 20 months.
I hoped it would, but there's a difference between, what you hope and reality. But hey, not this time. We actually made it to 20. Here's hoping we can make it to a full 2 years.
I like it. My fingers are crossed. You can't see it on the audio podcast, but they really are crossed.
You can hear it, probably. You can hear the intensity. Finally, hopefully, 80 episodes from now, on our big 100th episode spectacular, Griffin Gunn will come back and join us. Maybe we'll have like a 5-hour episode. Maybe it'll be live. I don't know. Or maybe it'll just be you and me again.
I'd enjoy it either way.
I would too. Thanks, Mark. Well, that's been another edition of Backstage Pass, Rockstar Pro Wrestling's official podcast. Be sure to check out rockstarprowrestling.com. Go to Facebook/Rockstar Pro Wrestling, at Rockstar Pro Res, that's WRES on Twitter. Or they can follow you, Mark.
At Mark Turner 1984.
And as Jason Mantzoukas would say, I'm still not on Twitter, guys. We'll see you all next time here on Backstage Pass. Actually, I want to know real quick, Mark, before we go our separate ways, before you head to the commentation station. Were you a Saved by the Bell character? Who would you be?
Ooh, that's a really good question. I don't know. It's like I've led 2 different lives here. When I was in high school, I played a lot of sports.
Yeah.
So I played basketball, football, and baseball in high school.
Oh, wow.
I didn't make varsity baseball, but I did on the other 2.
Yeah.
And so I always thought then of AC Slater's myself, but
Right.
here at Rockstar,
Yeah.
I'm kind of like the nerdy announcer guy, so I'm more like Screech when I'm here. So I don't know.
I don't know.
What do you think?
For you?
For me, yeah.
I don't know. I think
sure.
I think you're AC Slater, only a little less dickish, but not a big enough of a dick to be Screech. So
Do we have a dick counter yet? Anywhere?
probably you'll see it in the bottom of your screen.
Okay.
You probably won't. But no, I think you're more AC Slater than Screech. Screech went into celebrity boxing and porn.
That's
or
true.
something, didn't he?
You know what? We should just get Screech here for Saved by the Bell.
we should.
Maybe Mr. Belding. He's a big wrestling fan.
Damn it! You stole my thunder. I was hoping you were
I'm
going to
sorry.
ask who I would be, because I would be Principal Belding.
I'm sorry. I didn't know where this bit was going, to be honest.
That's quite all right. So thanks for listening. We'll see you at Saved by the Bell and next time on Backstage Pass.
That's all for this episode. Be sure to come back for another edition of Backstage Pass, Rockstar Pro Wrestling's official podcast.
It's Friday night, Saved by the Bell, the Rockstar Years. It's Ron Mathis versus DJ Hyde. As if I needed any more incentive, the DJ telling me that I'm not good enough to be in the combat zone. Now he's come here to Rockstar Pro Wrestling. He's raping the homeland. He's using Rockstar Pro Wrestling for what DJ always does. He's using it for the only thing he's doing. He doesn't care about that belt. He doesn't care about the Rockstar Nation. All he cares about is all he ever has cared about, and that's sucking his own dick. So DJ, When you show up here, it's Saved by the Bell, you put that title on the line, you go ahead, you shove it in there real deep. I'm gonna kick you in the back of the head and choke you to death on your own dick, you piece of shit.